as you can see, we have snow coming down. We're up to 2 feet this weekend. Yes. I think the last count we looked at on the snow measuring chart, we were up to like 156 for the season thus far. We're about halfway there. So if we get 2 feet, if we get 24 more inches, that's going to be pushing us up, well, just around 175. And so once we hit the 200 mark, we only have 150 inches to go, or 100 inches to go before it's the average. I won't be able to stay out here long with this camera because it's going to be getting covered in snow. But it is really beautiful. This is just extremely gorgeous. You have to like snow. If you're not used to it and you don't like it, it's not the place for you. So animals are bedded down. Gas is in the gas cans for the generators and whatever else we need for the next few days. So if we have internet and we have shop work. And Ron is going to be working on a couple of shelves for the kids' bed. It's taken a while to settle into this place, and we're still not really settled in. Get shelter here underneath this pine tree. But so I'm going to videotape some of that. I don't know if I'll make it on this video or next video. It's kind of like a sideways headboard. We've kind of arranged their beds so they're like day beds. They're going along against the wall. And this way they'll have their own space for their own things, because right now it's all kind of everybody's stuff, and it's important. That's one reason I disagree with tiny house living. I think it's really difficult, and I'm going to do a video series on that since we have lived in tiny houses or small houses for so long, and especially with a larger family, a family of 6. It is very, very it's hard to find that balance between a home and then just a storage space. But let me get a view of this here. The snow just started. It hasn't been going on very long. The warning is until tomorrow at 1. It's not coming down real heavy, it's coming down real consistently. We've had a lot heavier snows. You can't see real well on this camera. But you can see it better on my head. So, alright, well I guess when I go gray, this is what I'm going to be looking more like, huh? Alright, so I've already tried this once this morning to get footage of what Ron has to shovel, and we talked for a while. We had a nice little dialogue to share with you guys, and lo and behold, when I went to load it onto the computer, it wasn't there. What we have found with this camera is it does okay in the cold, but randomly it just does not. You think it's recording, everything says it's recording, and then it doesn't. RJ's had it happen to him, and I've had it happen to me a couple times. So I'm going to try this again, and I'm just going to show you where we've already shoveled. And I've been walking from the cabin up towards the workshop. Ron shovels a path every day because every day he comes out to snow. This happens to be quite a bit of snow, up to 2 feet, as I said earlier. We talked about the fact that doing the shoveling by hand, we have done it since, well, we've always done it. We've never had a snowblower, even down south, which wasn't a lot of snow. I mean, it is, but it isn't, compared to up here being in the snow belt like we are, and getting up to 300 inches average a year. Yeah, it's a lot of shoveling. And yes, he does have a bad back. On the other hand, he calls it his gym, because it's, instead of going to physical therapy, or instead of going to the gym to exercise, that is his exercise, and it does strengthen his back. So he's got a really positive attitude about it. Some viewers in the past, I'll try to put a clip in here of a snow we had last year that was just horrendous. Couldn't understand why we didn't have a snowblower, and we said that we're considering it. Oh, there he is doing firewood. So I guess the point is if you're a viewer that doesn't understand and you wonder what's wrong with us, don't, because it's our choice. And
snowed quite a bit, hasn't it?
it really has. You know that video we did earlier? It wasn't on here. We were recording, but it was doing that cold thing that it did on RJ. So we were talking earlier before when we thought we were recorded and it wasn't recorded about this being your gym, and you have a handy dandy shovel.
Armstrong. Oh, I think we started talking about a lot of people up here do have snow blowers and stuff, and I can understand that because if you got to be to work at 6 o'clock in the morning,
right,
and you don't get home from work until 5 o'clock at night, that doesn't leave much time for shoveling, you know. So.
But we were talking about how we began talking about how, you know, the UP's been for about the past maybe 100 years, something other than shoveling. They've had plows of sorts, whether it's been on tractors and stuff and that, but the average person shoveled for a very long time, and even into the 50s.
Sure.
You know, when I was growing up in the 70s and 80s, Mom never had a snowblower. She didn't have a snowblower until maybe 15 years ago.
Yeah, not long ago.
We never had one down south, and the UP's been here for many, many years, and people have shoveled forever.
Yeah.
So I think we get this in our mind that we have to have this item in order to make it through.
Right.
And if somebody chooses not to, it's such an oddity that people just think there's something wrong with their way of thinking instead of thinking, hey, here's the benefits. Besides the, you know, with anything, there's negatives. You get a snowblower, there's negatives because you're not getting the physical work.
Well, that's true. But
you get you keep shoveling, it's time consuming, but you aren't having to pay for a gym. You are strengthening your back.
get a good workout.
And you've been out here a while.
Am I crusty? I bet the mail lady liked that when she stopped.
You even got it on your eyebrows.
You better go into the shop and warm up.
I'm sweaty. Is she actually delivering mail?
No way. I'm not sure they'd have schools closed down for this piddly amount of snow.
I'm telling you.
But we talked about getting a snowblower last year when your back went south, and then things just didn't happen, and it's worked out okay. You got a new shovel.
Got a new shovel.
You were doing it with a broken one, so you got a new shovel. And we talked about how, on the one video, we talked about, you know, we wanted the 1800s lifestyle. Well, I guess this is part of it.
It is. No
so
doubt it is. It is what it is. And I'm sure we'll have a snowblower sometime.
Sometime.
Yeah, just sometime.
But so many people think they have to have everything.
Well,
you know, plows, snowblowers, the whole kit and caboodle.
Yep. I think we started talking about the tractors.
Yes.
At the
outdoor
place.
Yeah.
It was like, it wasn't a large tractor.
Something you'd see in somebody's small homestead.
Yeah, and they were, what, $50,000?
Yes.
Then you had to buy the attachments.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine?
Oh yeah, if you use that for your business or whatever, that's one thing. But just to push snow, whoo-wee.
Yep. They had
$80,000 by the time you get your implements on it, and
I can't remember how many payments they had on that thing. They were easy payments. I mean, they weren't bad at all. A couple of $250 a month, but
for your grandchildren's lifetime.
That's insane.
If you need it, you need it. That's, you got a 5-mile driveway.
Well, yeah.
But that's neither here nor there, I guess.
So it'll just be the crazy old steaders in the snow with the hand shovel for now.
Yep.
And the young buck.
Steader in the making.
Almost 30. Almost 30.
He stands like a pillar. Unmovable. Unable to speak.
You got nothing?
Snow angel.
Oh, do it. Come on.
At least put your hood up.
Let me just walk into where we haven't thrown snow
That's good.
over.
Right now. Right, nothing
Put your hood up.
Snow angel.
I'm just showing how deep it is.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah.
haven't really found snow in there.
Yeah,
That's what RJ goes through
I know.
all multiple times a day. We've only got about 8 more feet to go for the winter.
All right.
All right, you gonna be long? Your
No.
breakfast is more than ready.
No, okay, I'm gonna head back.
All right, I gotta get a meatloaf going on.
All right.
Meatloaf and baked potatoes? All right, so I'm hoping that this, yeah, I got Josiah's chromer on.
I'll follow you.
Okay, you do that. I'm hoping that this video will take this time. It's not a blizzard, it's definitely a snowstorm. And it's a good day to be inside.
You know what?
What?
I'd like to hear, or see some comments on how much snow y'all get where you live.
Yeah.
Just
Hey, that's a,
curious.
yeah.
Just curious. Not knocking nobody or nothing like that, or,
Yeah, but what do you
or
get?
if you're enjoying a 70-degree sunny day somewhere in mid-January,
Or 40 degrees and you're seeing grass?
sitting under a palm tree or something.
This isn't for everybody, that's for sure. All right, so we had got him shoveling from the cabin up to here. He makes a path.
How long's it been?
Uh,
Time?
an hour.
An hour?
Yeah, 'cause RJ came out shortly after I got back, so about an hour.
An hour, and we've got, I bet we got another 3-4 inches. Probably more than that, because it's really, you know, out on the road, the snow's, it's probably like that out on the road. Right here, it doesn't seem like it.
All right. All right, so I've been outside walking for about 10 minutes, and this is what I have been covered in. It's not really that cold out. It's just, in fact, Ron was overheating from shoveling and had to go take off a layer. But it is just coming down really heavy. The guys were going to work today and take Sunday and Monday off, but it's just not conducive to be out in the woods in this stuff hauling up inventory. So RJ's going to work on firewood to get enough firewood going for us for about 3 days, maybe 4 days possibly, so they don't have to worry about that. Ron is going to work in the shop cutting some disc, and Josiah is having a really bad few days, so he's probably just going to be taking it easy. He's been to several different doctors and a PT, and we are just still lost in what's going on. We're starting an anti-inflammatory diet for him because he's just, you know, got a lot of inflammation going on. So we have decided to go that course. I did not realize until studying that certain diets could really reduce inflammation, and so we're going to be very aggressive in that area. But so that's the agenda for today. The kids and I, we've got some playing to do and some cleaning to do, and I guess that's our Saturday, guys. Yay. All right, so I don't know what else I'm going to slice into this video, but I just want to thank you all for watching. You guys have a great weekend. Stay safe if you're in the snow belt that's going through, the ice belt, and we will talk soon. God bless.